That's exactly how it would work. I love that the Halo designers create this whole ecosystem of advanced power armor, but then their version of a Humvee carries 2 dudes in like a Miata configuration.
Completely
and then they have a
exposed.
Totally exposed that has to stand to use the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that Hot Wheels has a gun, though.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare in the line.
Yeah.
Did you buy that?
Yeah.
It's cool.
It was in the cereal aisle one day.
What do they call that vehicle in the Halo?
The Warthog.
Warthog.
Yeah, like
Squaring off with a Mirage 2000 and a Spad 8. And a Caterpillar 775G, apparently. Welcome back to the Watch Show. TD is here. Macy the Mountain Dog is here. She's chewing on her ball behind us, trying to get us to leave the reviewing table to play with her. Huh, lover? But we got work to do here. Lots of work. This is a brand I reviewed early in the Watch Show here in TMP. And I'll tell you what, man, have the prices on Victorinox gone up or what?
That's weird.
Here, I'm going to show you this one. Watch, I got to go over here. So it's not an automatic. This is not a Victorinox. It's a Wegener, but it's representative of what I'm talking about. Get this. I bought this for $37 at TJ Maxx. This is a Wegener Roadster, hands modded by myself. Thank you very much. It is a fantastic quartz piece. Really fun. Really, really, really fun watch. I don't know if I ever reviewed it because... well, they changed the design. The Roadster's out there, but it's super expensive now, and it's different, and it's still quartz powered. Speaking of which, this piece here for a quartz watch is actually quite expensive.
Yeah.
It's quite expensive, but look at how deep that is. You know, no chapter ring in it, stick hands, signed because I did mod it. Thank you very much. But this is representative. So a Wegener Roadster now, I think I'll ballpark it like $250.
Really?
Yeah. Now I got this on super duper clearance, but normally the price is like in Amazon at the time when I reviewed those Victorinox and Wegeners at the time, like the officers, the Victorinox officers, they're like $75.
Yeah,
those days are
realistic.
long gone. Long gone. They're more like several $100s. Victorinox is the same. This one that we're reviewing here is a very, very cool watch. I think it's in the midst of a design change. I went to Victorinox website tonight. They're showing the professional diver, the INOX variety, as changing. Here's a photo of what the new one looks like. So I think what we're reviewing is the older variation. So if you like it, get it while you can. The newer one, I'm looking at it and I go, it's pretty cool. I need to see it in person. Pretty cool. It seems like it has reduced case space versus this one, but again, I'd have to see it in person. That's it right there. So that's a new professional, the INOX Professional Diver, titanium. And that one's going to be even more expensive. Does it give a retail on that? Mm-hmm. It's going to be, some of these INOX, here we go. I guess I'd introduce them. Here comes the blue camouflage version that I'm reviewing with TD. Look at how beautiful that is. Oh my gosh. We get these watches from various sources, never the manufacturer, not a distributor. We usually loan them or buy them ourselves. And then that white one's a loaner piece. Show them that one. So here comes a INOX Professional Diver. Both of these in titanium. Titanium, which is a second cool all by itself. I've always said in the show, I love titanium watches. Not because they're super lightweight. Some of them are, some of them aren't. These aren't. These are like did I write that down? 4.8 ounces?
They are. They feel heavy.
For titanium. It's amazing, right? And then 4.6 ounces for this one, the blue camouflage version. That's kind of portly in weight for a titanium piece.
Yeah.
If you don't know, the INOX design philosophy is super shock resistant. Now, it's not an automatic movement, which makes me sad. I wish it was. But it's a very isolated, very durable quartz movement. And I didn't really go through the website tonight, but like 2 years ago I did, and they were really bragging about the whole INOX philosophy, or INOX, however you say it.
I assume it's short for inoxidable.
Yeah, probably. So rust resistant?
Yeah, like stainless.
Yeah. Yeah, and titanium's a great dive watch material, isn't it?
Although titanium without the right finishing really gets scratched and
I don't
beat
mind
to
that.
hell.
I've never minded that. This one I've dove already in the Pacific Ocean. It has a merit badge, as you can see on the back.
It's been
ocean tested. Oh yeah, it did great. Now I only went down to a depth of 400 feet, so that's not really a test.
Yeah.
Did I say 400? I meant to say 10.
It's nothing.
10 feet.
You got to go deep enough that you feel your
Pretty
balls
stupid
getting
test.
smaller.
Compression on the sack. Like, I don't know, man. This is Marty. Where's Marty? Well, he came up. His sack was getting compressed.
Dude, he went to nut 4. Holy hell. Nut 4.
Nut 4. You rank the pressure in terms of
It's
the compression
logarithmic.
on your testes.
Yeah. Nut 1 is atmospheric. Nut 2
we're
is
in nut
10
1 right.
times
Are we in nut 1 now?
Yeah.
Okay, if I go to 40 feet, what nut level am I at?
Nut 1.1.
No, it'd be higher than that, dude.
Logarithmic,
I'd go
so it has to be 10
2.3.
times.
I'd go 2.3 nut level. What if I'm holding my breath? And I'm like a free diver. I'm a free diver, and I free dive down to 100 feet. What nut level am I at? And I'm wearing an INOX. This is Blue Camel one. What nut level?
This is why
Give
we
me
need
a
to do
number.
this live, because we need a number cruncher
Live.
to super chat us and go, guys, I worked out the numbers. I got Wolfram open right here. Here it is. You need.
Give me a nut
400
level. I'm gonna go 100 and no oxygen.
Where do you feel 10
Well, it
times
depends on what
pressure?
you mean nut level. Like bravery. I think you should roll a bravery factor.
No,
in there.
I'm talking
just compression
testicular
on
shrinkage via compression.
Okay. I'm going to say 10.7. Of course, it could be, is it linear or non-linear? So if you go down 100 feet, it's 10 feet. Or
No,
it's
I said it's
10.
logarithmic. So each nut level 2 is 10 times the compression is nut
It's like
level 1.
earthquakes, like the Richter scale.
Yeah. That's why nut 4 is so perilous.
Nut level. I love it. I'm going to probably use that in my freaking dive watch reviews now. Okay, let's get to the looks on the INOX divers, at least this generation. I think they look fantastic. I'm going to get this out of the way. I don't really like the slanted chaptering here. I wish they hadn't done that. The one good thing that it does is it gives the watch a kind of a stadium appearance. See how deep that is? And there are a lot of dive watches that do this, and it's, you know, a manly thing. They want it to look masculine, kind of bulky, kind of deep in presence. I think they get it right mostly. These micro graduations going around the perimeter of the chapter ring, I could probably do without. How about you, TD? You like them, don't you?
I like them. Yeah. I like
Do you use them,
pretty
though?
much everything about the dial.
Okay, that's
It's very
good. Show them the
deep.
white one too.
It's deep, but it's got texture, which
Get it
I
close.
like. I like seeing
Only
texture.
the best production qualities, as you can see.
See, look at how...
We have 77 dudes watching this, and so sorry. Like I said, if I got 1 million views on my watch reviews, we'd be jumping out of damn helicopters
Yeah.
with wetsuits.
Which supposedly this
If
thing
they
can
are
do.
monetized, like if I get fully monetized on 1 million view watch review, dude, I'd have money to do that.
Yeah. Supposedly that's this thing's draw, though. You could toss it out of a helo.
It's super shock resistant. Yeah, that's its big selling point among other things. I love that white one.
Yeah,
that white one
looks
is
great.
good looking. And I love how it contrasts on the bead blasted titanium, which is fantastic. I think it's grade 8 titanium. Really nice titanium. And I like the colors on that. And the hands on both of these watches are actually pretty good. They're pretty legible, right? So you can see, as usual in the watch review, they're getting ready to line up. That's a standard thing that we have to deal with. But there you go. They're stick hands. They have some really great lume. If I remember, I'll throw in some lume overlay somewhere along the video. We're not going to do it here in studio. Studio. Who am I kidding? This is like a picnic table. We're reviewing that with a piece of cloth on it.
Yeah, but we got sound dampening foam. That's how you know it's professional.
Okay,
You
studio
got egg
is
crate on the walls. It's a studio.
Studio. Okay, I'm going to go with studio, not damn picnic table. Pass potato salad. I love the titanium. Let's get to the bezel real quick. The good is that it looks really good. It has a multifaceted appearance on it. It's very easy to read. You have a lume of pip at the 12 o'clock position. Let's rank the action on it. The sound is fantastic, really. I'll say the action is like very, very minimal backlash. I'll say probably a 4 out of 5. The one thing I probably don't like is that it doesn't have great traction on the side.
Yeah, for
With
like
the facets.
a
Show 'em yours.
hardcore, this hardcore dive watch where
And
you're
spin
going.
yours and see if it's about the same.
I was just trying to spin it with one hand and I couldn't.
That's because you're kind of a puss.
Yeah, but that tells you whether or not you get good traction on a design.
Rank it. I gave it a 4 on the movement. How about you?
Yeah, it's like 5. Middle of the pack. The action itself is okay.
5 is like the
It's
max
not bad.
rating is how I rate them, though.
10. Yeah, like a 3.
Cool. Okay,
Nothing
fair enough.
special. I just wish that they had some kind of coining here. Because
Agreed.
this is, could you imagine doing this in the wet with neoprene gloves?
It'd be very
Laughable.
difficult. But the one thing is, they are setting themselves apart from all the other dive watches, and so you have to kind of do some different stuff. I get it.
Yeah, but it's supposedly a function watch.
I'm gonna put my glove back on so you don't have to look at my boo-boo. There you go.
Yeah, it's capable of a 60-meter drop, and that's why we didn't give you a cool movement. We gave you this quartz one. Function
dude,
first here, boys.
It's funny that you said that because I went to the website and they did refer to nut level. They said it was capable to nut level 175.
Wow, that's not even. That's like.
That's cool.
That's you can't find that on Earth. That's in the nitrogen ocean
Yeah.
of Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about these watches too. Other than they're blocky, masculine, and very cool, some guys may kind of balk that they're quartz powered still. So they're Swiss. They're 100%. Can't speak. 100% Swiss made, and they do have Ronda quartz movements in them. Some guys will say, for what do they run? I mean, $300 to $400 for an INOX Professional Diver of this generation, and that, by the way, is if you get a good deal. And I think this variation is going up in price, but guys will say, I'm not going to spend that on a quartz.
I understand.
Tell that to the Hazard 4 heavy water diver guys. They're spending $1,000, $800 to $1,000 on a quartz watch. And I reviewed that. Go watch my Hazard 4 watch review. It's a cool watch. It really is a cool watch, but damn, son, $800? $800?
It's a lot for the same Ronda you find in a Swatch.
Well, how different is it than that, this one right here? That has a Ronda movement in it too. Did I tell you I spent like all of $37 on this?
Yeah.
TJ Maxx. I love bragging about that. By the way, they do have a carbon version of this. It does not have a timing bezel. They have other versions. That carbon fiber is what I should say, is very cool. It has a camouflage face on it. It's limited edition. It has and that's an auto-powered INOX. It has a Soletta SW200 movement in it. It retails for $1,300. No timing bezel on it, but it's very cool. And I don't even know if you could find it. I think it's all sold out already. So guys, remember that. If you go, I would never buy it. Well, there's 10,000 guys behind you that will and have bought it. So these don't last. I'll tell you this version right here was in Joma Shop. I saw it. It was there for 1 week before it sold out, I think. And it was bye-bye.
Well, I bet it's kind of hard to get titanium stocks now since we sanctioned like the titanium guys 2 years ago.
Yeah. Russia's been
there are some interesting behind the scenes stories about how people have been scrounging up titanium stocks the last couple of years.
Interesting.
Yep.
All those so-called boycotts have just basically fallen flat. It's just ridiculous.
Doesn't work awesome.
Also, this complies to ISO 6425, whatever the hell that means.
Cool.
But it sounds impressive. These are put through 130 extreme tests. I wouldn't say the exact pieces you buy, but INOX watches of this variety to show that they are extremely durable, 200-meter water resistance, and I forgot to mention sapphire crystal. Flat, which I love, much better than a curved sapphire crystal.
Yeah. There is.
Highly recommended.
I was trying to find the price, and there's some wonky model of it where they have like a giant rubber dome to protect it.
Oh, I saw one that had a magnifier piece on it.
Yeah.
It was this one.
Yeah.
Was that the one you saw?
Yeah.
It was a magnifier piece that clipped on top of the INOX watch.
So bizarre.
Isn't that weird to like magnify it?
I do like funky stuff like that.
It had 2 straps and a magnifying clip-on apparatus, which is cool.
That's cool. I also, this band kind of weirds me out because I can't figure out
Paracord
why.
strap.
I can't figure out what this hook is for. Like
Which
how
hook?
it doubles. Notice how this little clasp is? It goes out and it comes back and around.
Well, it'll go around, and this is how you tuck in the paracord strap, which, by the way, I forgot to mention, is very cool. They have varieties of these. But how cool is this that a Swiss watch is running paracord?
I know that.
Very
I'm saying
outdoorsy.
that-
Hold on. I'm getting to it. So you clip this, right? And I'm not going to say this is the best way, but then you clip that under here. I think
it's a keeper.
It's a keeper. It's a way of keeping it on a paracord because you can't really run a keeper on here. That's what they do. It's okay. It's not great. But I love the blue on that. The blue ties into the blue camouflage so well. This is an OEM strap. We did not put this on.
That's what's so strange
It's
about it
very
because
cool.
this seems like something that an OEM would hate because it is open.
Look at the
there.
clasp. It's probably
could slide
marked
right
as
off.
Victorinox. Arby's. It says Arby's on it.
Sweet.
No, it's a Victorinox cross on it.
Big beef and cheddar.
I enjoyed diving with it. I thought it was comfortable. I wish it had more adjustment. It looks like it has a ton of adjustment, but I'm kind of between holes on it. There you go. And then here's the silicone. This is not rubber. It's a silicone strap, 22 millimeter lugs on here.
I like that strap. Very pliable.
And it's ventilated. You got some dive accordion expansion right here, and 2 keepers on this one. I really love that white one. That is a pretty watch. Neither one of these would have to be hand modded. Both are recommended. I know they're a little bit expensive, depending on your bank account. A lot expensive for quartz, but whatever. Deal with it. There's a lot of things that are expensive, and everything's gone up since the scamdemic. The damn scamdemic.
Overall, I'm usually not super hot for quartz, but this is cool enough. I would consider heavily.
Agree.
I really like this. This is very cool.
I ran into a guy when I was wearing this one. I ran into a guy that had, it wasn't an INOX, but he had another Victorinox, and he said he used to have an INOX, and he said he got 3.5 years out of his battery.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, and that was while I was diving. I was coming out of the surf, and he saw it. He's like, "Oh, dude, I used to have one
really
of those."
Cool.
I asked, "Why'd you sell it?" He's like, "Oh, it's tied on money." I was like, "You should have kept it, dude." They're kind of collectible. Competitive options. How about the Armor Light Isobright, a tritium product? They're quartz powered also. You know, they're great. Here's comes that orange one. I think I got this one off Mass Drop back when they used to do watches. Now they just do dildos and
mechanical
sandals.
Keyboards from the looks of it, right?
Yeah, headphones and mechanical keyboards, dildos and sandals. That's all they do. It's a shame. Man, that was fun. When Mass Drop did watches, oh my gosh, that was so fun.
Knives too.
And my audience totally supported me. I mean, they'd get a watch for, like this one, for a smoking price. I would get credit to my account. A lot of the pieces you've seen me review came from Mass Drop during those days. This is one of them. So the bezel on this is about a 4 out of 5. It's really excellent. I think this one has T100 level of tritium sword hands. Really excellent. Carbon fiber case.
For a real full-on diver, though, quartz is, that's what you trust. Because you got three years of battery life as opposed to a winder where you're sitting there
mechanical movement,
trying to slowly motion as you're like welding a tube.
You might get a little pushback on that, but I like where you're going with it. How about the Never Give Up Bear Grylls Luminox Swiss made? These are actually pretty darn cool. I dove this one. Stand by for the review. It's actually a very cool watch.
One's the ASQX hyphen
bear
hole.
Making stuff up. The bear hole. The bear hole. I don't like how they have an anodized portion on the ring. They should have put a ceramic inlay on that. Come on. These are not totally inexpensive. They're going to be less than these, though.
Yeah.
Less than these. So this dove very well. This is the Never Give Up. One of the variations. They have a bunch of Bear Grylls. I'll put some links to all these below if I can find them. And by the way, the links don't last forever and I don't update them. So it's for guys who are watching the show and just jump on them.
Yeah, it's pretty much the first week.
And the stuff that I give you is like good price.
Especially if it's affordable, because sometimes you'll find stuff that's kind of, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
But once they sell 20 in a row, they go, shit.
They shut it down.
Yeah, they end listing, change it with something else.
Yeah. Here comes an Armor Light Operator Series. This is also a tritium powered watch, and it's also quartz. That's why I'm showing it. Bezel action about the same as the Isobright.
That's kind of funny, because from a distance, I would expect it to be that little cheap Casio.
This one? Yeah, the MRW200.
Who is it that wears? Is it the Pope that wears that one, or Bill
I don't
Gates?
know, but it's a great little watch. The Casio product is amazing.
Two very lovable people.
Yeah, I'll let that one go. Nice case back on that.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, so out of all these watches on the table, we play this game. Which one would you choose?
Probably the white one.
Nice. Your second one.
I don't love paracord so much. I don't like wearing it.
Huh. Don't tell it to this guy who weaved this for me back in 2011.
That's cool.
It's cool. That's sad. I don't wear it because I have the smartwatch on one side and I wear normally a analog piece on this wrist, but I'm doing the watch show, so I strap it on. I don't know how to answer that. I like every watch on that table. They're all cool. They're all cool. I'm not even going to answer it. They're all cool. And that's it. We're done. Anything to add? Anything to add about your testicular rating?
I would love to get a little kit plane in one of these.
Oh, dude, it would be, and put a faster motor in it. I wonder if the airframe could take it. Like if you put like a 250 horsepower motor in a SPAD 8, that would be something else, dude. That would be something else. You wouldn't put like a PT6 in it.
No.
It'd shred it.
But even something like a Rotax. Rotax 916 turbocharged, 160 horse.
And look at this. Is this plastic? This is a plastic, not die cast. But look, it has actual like wire reinforcement on there on the struts. Isn't that cool? Little pilot in there. That pilot is flipping a bird too, dude. Look at that. Made you look. And we're done. Thanks so much for your support, for all the content flow of this adventure channel. That's what we are, a gear adventure channel. The first, actually, in YouTube, actually. And we review a wide variety of gear, and we really like reviewing watches, don't you?
Yeah.
They're super fun, and it's a good way for us to kind of relax from all the other stuff that we do. And we're done. See ya.